What's up, everybody? This is the MOBC, my own boxing community. Before I start this video, I want to give you fanboys a warning. If you are a fanboy of a certain boxer, then my channel isn't for you. The MOBC, we are not a fan of a certain boxer. We are the fan of the sport of boxing. Therefore, any fighter might get criticized and criticized with facts. And it isn't to discredit that certain boxer and make his fans upset. It is simply boxing talk, as we are all grown men here. Now, I understand that there are a lot of boxing fans out there, men, who are sexually attracted to a lot of these boxers. I know that some of you boxing fans out there watches the weigh-in, and when your favorite boxer is standing on the scale in his underwear, you have now placed your hands inside your own underwear, and now you are masturbating to your favorite boxer. And I understand, and that's okay. If you are a man out there who is sexually attracted to your favorite boxer, it's okay. The MOBC, we do not discriminate anyone's sexual preference at all. The MOBC accepts and likes everyone out there, whatever your sexual orientation is, whatever your sexual preference is, whatever your gender is. We don't care. Many of you male boxing fans out there, yes, I know some of you are non-binary. I get it. You identify as he, she, boxing fan. That's okay. Here at the MOBC, you're accepted. Okay? With that being said, 165 pounds on fight night, weighing in at 140 pounds on fight night is unacceptable. And this is why certain fighters, like Tank Davis, asks for rehydration clauses. And we argue about it because we say, oh, we don't like the rehydration clause and so on and so on. But if a fighter is coming in 25 pounds heavier on fight night, that is unacceptable. And I've always advocated on my channel, and many of the other real boxing channels out there have always advocated bringing back same-day weigh-in. Because if we brought back same-day weigh-in, Haney would probably have to fight at the weight class he should be fighting in, which is probably 154 or 160. At 165 pounds, Haney was a super middleweight on fight night. On fight night. Now, Prograis gained almost almost 17 pounds on fight night. I disagree with that too. Because on fight night, past 154, which is junior middleweight, he was a middleweight on fight night. But he knew how many pounds Haney was going to rehydrate to. And 156.8 pounds was the most that he could get up to. Because he isn't a big dude. Almost 17 pounds. It just wasn't enough. Haney was still heavier than him. 165 pounds, that's too much. Prograis, you telling me too that you're at best you're really a welterweight? The reason why we know that Haney is fighting at these lower weight classes is because he isn't strong enough to fight in the bigger weight classes. He's not going to have power at 140 either. Now, power, you're born with power. You can learn to hit harder in the boxing gym. You can learn to hit harder. You can learn to get faster. But natural speed and natural power, you're born with that. Haney doesn't have that. We saw that's why Linares past his prime was able to hurt Haney. The weight drain. It's the weight drain. We knew that his last fight at 135. We knew that was going to be his last fight. He kept talking about moving up on the Lomachenko fight. But to gain 25 pounds on fight night, they need to have some type of regulation with gaining all this weight. And he's not the only one. Better Beef could easily fight at cruiserweight. He fought at heavyweight in the amateurs. Benavidez, we're not even going to talk about Benavidez. This guy is clearly a cruiserweight, fighting at 168. Okay? Canelo used to weight bully, right? At 154, 160. How many pounds? We was always campaigning that this guy should fight at 168 or 175. And then when he did it and became successful there, then he was still criticized. He did what fans asked to do. So fans are asking Haney, are you going to stay at 140? Or are you going to fight at 154, 160? Because you can make 165 on fight night. You clearly could fight at least at 154. I don't know what's going on, and this is why they have this narrative that fighters today are bigger. Fighters today are not bigger. They're not. They're not bigger because we don't have same day weigh-in. So I'm not counting the fight on fight night. Because if there was same day weigh-in at 147 pounds today and Tommy Hearns was fighting, he would have been damn near the same weight as Benavidez. So stop the nonsense with fighters today are bigger and they're stronger. No, they ain't. No, they not. How strong was Haney? If he's so strong, why isn't he fighting at 147, 154, 160? No one is downplaying Haney's skills because he got the skills. He definitely got the skills. But you're heavy. You're not fighting at the true weight class. I'm an advocate of same-day weigh-in because it shows that you're fighting at your true weight class. And even when there wasn't same-day weigh-in anymore in the later 80s, mid to late 80s, and into the early 90s, fighters wasn't rehydrating 25 pounds. What 140-pound fighter in the 90s rehydrated 25 pounds? Y'all tell me. So don't sit there and say, well, they same-day weigh-in stopped a long time ago. But they weren't gaining the weight that they're gaining now. And they didn't have organizations that are specifically a specific organizations, these companies, these nutrition companies that are scientifically coming up with diets and supplements to have these fighters gain a certain weight on fight night, to lose a certain weight on the day before the fight and then gain the weight. You're not doing that on your own as a fighter. You have a paid nutritionist helping you. So I don't want to hear that nonsense about, oh, these fighters today are just bigger and stronger. No, they're not. The MOBC says no, they're not. Because now I want to see Haney. I don't forget the Tank Davis fight. Forget the Shakur Stevenson fight. Frank Martin, none of those guys. Forget Teofimo Lopez, Matias, and all of them, because those guys at 140, they ain't even fighting each other. You got about 8 fighters ain't fought each other. So forget those guys. We want to see Haney fight some welterweights, Boots. Fight Boots. Or you could go up to 154 and you could fight Kasazu's son, Tim Tszyu. That was at 160. Oh, you weighed in 165 on fight night. That means you can move up to 168 and you can fight Canelo Alvarez. It's unacceptable to be gaining 25 pounds. You are no longer a junior welterweight. 25 pounds more. I'm sorry, but you're not. Triple G wasn't a really big middleweight. he would rehydrate about 10 pounds, 10 or 12 pounds. And that's fine. But 25 pounds? Come on, you guys. We're not going to do this. We're not going to do this. We can't do this. So what are y'all thoughts? Is it okay for fighters to rehydrate 25 pounds? Should some fighters, is it okay for, should fighters negotiate a rehydration clause? Or is that unfair for the fighter that's gaining all the weight? And is it an advantage for a fighter who can't gain all the weight? Because the solution to that would be bring back same-day weigh-in. And these fighters will fight at their true weight class, and they will show how good they really are in the weight class that they're fighting in. You understand? That's what we should do. Bring back same-day weigh-in. The MOBC wants to bring back same-day weigh-in. This is the MOBC, my own boxing community. Please like, share, and subscribe.